Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. So the Cryptic Poet posted this: BlackRock just said they are starting to dabble in Bitcoin. What's 1% of $7 trillion? So this is getting real very, very quickly. Let me play you guys a clip of this.
Yeah, I mean, I think crypto is generally has gotten the imagination of a lot of people. I mean, having, today the volatility of it is extraordinary. But listen, people are looking for storehouses of value. People are looking for places that could appreciate, under the assumption that inflation moves higher and the debts are building. So we've started to dabble a bit into it, and I wouldn't put a number on the percentage allocation one should have. It depends on what the rest of your portfolio looks like. But listen, I think you talked about one of your shows. My sense is the technology has evolved and the regulations have evolved to the point where a number of people find it should be part of the portfolio, and so that's what's driving the price up.
This is Rick Ryder from BlackRock, okay? Talking about all those same issues, but he's not spelling it out. He's not saying hedging against the US dollar, even though ultimately companies want exposure to other alternative assets, and this is why BlackRock is putting 1% of $7 trillion, mind you, into Bitcoin. So where is this going to take us? Let me play you guys another little clip here.
I think some people holding it as a storehouse of value and diversifying your portfolio. Listen, the one thing I've owned, and I think somebody said on one of the show I was on with you guys recently, we're holding a lot more cash than we've held historically. It's because duration doesn't work, interest rates don't work as a hedge, and so diversifying into other assets makes some sense. And so, holding some portion of what you hold in cash and things like crypto is, seems to make some sense to me. But I wouldn't espouse a certain allocation or target holding.
Notice what he says there, okay? Historically, they've been holding cash, but obviously holding cash because of the interest rates has not been the best investment. So why not diversify? And this is why BlackRock is getting into Bitcoin. And more Bitcoin products are likely going to be approved in the coming months. So the SEC will approve Bitcoin ETF under Gary Gensler, according to Galaxy Digital's Mike Novogratz. And here's why. Mike Novogratz actually has some interesting insight on this. So he did an interview with iConnections, and he's talking specifically about the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, and how it's giving retail investors a raw deal, and Gensler is unlikely to allow the status quo to remain unchallenged. Here's what Mike Novogratz has to say. The biggest owner of Bitcoin in the world is the Grayscale Trust, right? It's a closed-end fund run by Barry Silbert's group. It is a brilliant piece of business. They have $25 billion worth of Bitcoin. They charge 2% annual fees, plus they make money on the way trading in. Most of that money comes from people putting Bitcoin in their fund, so borrowing Bitcoin, putting it in their fund, seasoning it for 6 months, and then getting shares of the trust. So if you want to think about it, it's hedge funds arbitraging retail. That's what it is. There's no other way to think about it. If you're the SEC, you would not let an ETF through, but you let this project through where retail is getting the short end of the stick. Makes absolutely no stinking sense. I cannot believe Gary Gensler will let that go on for much longer. So you guys see what they're doing here. Grayscale actually allowing institutions to get the upper hand, kind of allowing retail to get the short end of the stick, as Mike Novogratz puts it. So this is not going to happen much longer, and so he predicts that a Bitcoin ETF will be approved within the next 6 months. This to me just speaks volumes to where the cryptocurrency market is moving, and when I say, guys, we were early when we got in, we certainly were. And I know a lot of this focuses on Bitcoin, but guys, a lot of the other cryptocurrencies are going to get their day as well. This from the Cryptic Poet: Binance P2P adds Ripple partner Flutterwave as new African payments option. So just acknowledging that Flutterwave is now integrated with Binance. Interesting advancement there for XRP hodlers. We do unfortunately have some negative news for Ripple and XRP hodlers. PayBito Exchange, which processes $1.1 billion worth of trades in 24 hours leading up to the time of this publication, will suspend all XRP trading pairs as announced on February 18th. So 4 XRP trading pairs have historically been available on PayBito, with XRP/USDT trades providing the most popular. Notably, the trading suspension will not affect users holding, and those with coins held on the exchange will still be able to transfer them off the platform, said PayBito manager director Raj Chowdhury. Our decision for suspending XRP trading will certainly not affect our users' access to factors like security and compliance, thereby allowing them to transfer XRP from their wallet to other exchanges. So Paybido said it would continue to monitor the ongoing legal dispute between the SEC and Ripple. Of course, this has to do with the lawsuit, and I would assume this would only affect U.S. customers, although I'm not sure if they mentioned specifically in here. Nevertheless, another setback, another exchange removing or rather halting the trading of XRP. And it's not enough that Ripple has to take on the SEC in court, but also the Tetragon lawsuit has been heating up as well. So this from the Cryptic Poet, Ripple Labs accused of World Games in 175 million stock row. So this just came out yesterday. Ripple Labs Inc. was accused Wednesday of using World Games in an attempt to duck investor Tetragon's bid for the Delaware Chancery Court to halt its cryptocurrency transactions until it buys back Tetragon's $175 million in stock. During a virtual hearing on its bid for a court injection, Tetragon Financial Group Limited counsel told Vice Chancellor Morgan T. Zern that Ripple is misstating terms of a 2019 shareholder agreement that defines what triggers the California-based blockchain company's obligation to redeem Tetragon's stock. Ripple looks at the 2019 agreement's language and sees things that aren't there, says Tetragon's attorney Michael S. Schuster. He went on to accuse Ripple of playing word games and improperly parsing the agreement's language. So, it isn't just the SEC lawsuit. There are other things going on in court, of course. Ripple has a team of lawyers behind them that is working this out. The most important, though, and the most pressing thing, of course, is that SEC lawsuit and getting clarity surrounding XRP. And the timing of this could really be beneficial ultimately for XRP holders if we get some sort, even if it isn't a final decision, if we do get some sort of clarity by the summer. I think that the market could be at its peak. It might not be the end of 2021. We might see a peak for Bitcoin come the summer, June, July, August, sometime in and around there. Again, this is just me looking at the facts, looking at what we've seen in the past, looking at previous crypto bull runs, looking at what could possibly happen, what could come out of the news in and around that time, looking at when Bitcoin reached its peak, and then surmising what could happen to altcoins at that moment. We know altcoins tend to rally after people take profits from Bitcoin, pump them into alts. I know in the past I've said the end of 2021, and this is what we have to kind of pay attention to very, very closely and monitor. It might seem like the cryptocurrency bull run is done by the summer. We might actually see a prolonged pullback, and then we could see it continue into the end of 2021 and 2022. And it might catch a lot of people off guard because we wouldn't be used to that type of movement in the crypto space. So something else to pay attention to. But could this bull run continue even longer? And this is another question we have to ask ourselves. So guys, this from Michael at Val5 Links. The purchases suggest institutional investors' appetite for crypto exposure in the bull market goes far beyond Bitcoin and even Ethereum. So this article just outlining, giving you guys a sense of the fact that, there are institutions that are eyeing many different cryptocurrencies. It isn't just Bitcoin and Ethereum. So Goldman Sachs, JPMorgan, UBS are trading an ETP tied to Polkadot's crypto. Traditional finance is going further down the crypto rabbit hole than you might think. Goldman Sachs, ICAP, JPMorgan, and UBS have bought the first exchange-traded product that offers exposure to Polkadot's DOT cryptocurrency for clients, according to Bloomberg terminal data reviewed by CoinDesk. And then it gives you guys the details on that. Don't want to really get into the details on that. I will link this in the description. The point I wanted to make by bringing this article to you guys, though, is that Bitcoin, Ethereum, guys, that's just the beginning. Of course, the crypto market is heating up. Of course, maybe some of you guys are in this for the first time and don't really know what to expect. And I wanted to bring this plan to you guys. I know I've showed it in some former videos that I've done. It's ultimately a spreadsheet that I created a while back to give you guys a sense of how you should be looking at your cryptocurrency gains, your targets. So ultimately, this chart over here to the left gives you guys, you have to input these things manually. So gives you guys the names of some cryptocurrencies. And again, this is just an example. You have to put in the symbols here manually and then put in the quantity you have. So I just threw in some example of a potential investor portfolio. So 1.234 Bitcoin, 50,000 XRP, around 328,000 VeChain, and 51.23 Binance coin. Now in this target column, you have to input the target you think that coin will reach. So if it's 80,000, if it's 100,000, you can change that. XRP, maybe some of you guys are eyeing that $9 mark. Maybe some of you guys think $5 is good enough, or somewhere in the middle, $7.50, let's say. You can change these values, and this section will change automatically. Okay, we're going to get to this in a sec. VeChain, let's say it goes to 25 cents, give or take. Binance coin, well, it's way above $91 right now. Let's say Binance coin goes goes to $500. Let's just say, okay? And of course, you've got to make decisions on this. You have to be ready to cash out at a certain price. So you may as well think of what those prices are, put them in this chart, and see if you cashed out 20%, this is how much you would cash out. This is how much you would have remaining. I did the same thing for 25%, 30%, 35, 40, 45, all the way up to 90%, okay? And the reason I do it this way is because everybody's goals are going to be different. And of course, the more cryptocurrency you have, the less you will need to cash out right away. And the reason I do it this way, the reason I give you guys percentages is because I've heard stories time and time again, never, ever, ever, ever cash out all of your cryptocurrency. And the reason I say that is because it does tend to go higher, whether that's in the short term or even if we have to wait for another cycle. And when that does go higher, you'll be happy you cashed out some, but you'll be really happy you left some in. So let's say, for example, this is your portfolio and you wanted to cash out 55% of your cryptocurrency. Well, the cash out amount is listed here. So 55% of your Bitcoin would be 0.6787 Bitcoin, and that would give you $67,870. 55% of your XRP would mean $27,500, which would give you just over $206,000, so on and so forth. So it gives you guys a sense of what that would be. The total amount here, $333,384. And again, guys, these numbers will change based on what your targets are. So Bitcoin, if you think Bitcoin's going to go to $500,000 and XRP is going to go to $50, of course, these numbers change dramatically. But Working Money Channel, I was planning on cashing out everything. I know, I've heard that before. And I don't know if you guys remember this video from back in the summer. Let me play you this video real quick. I sold 2 million XRP, okay? This is from June 2020.
I had 2 million XRP at one time, right? Keep in mind, I've been in crypto since 2015. So I had 2 million and some odd thousand of XRP Ripple, right? Even back then, I knew like it was going somewhere because people kept talking about it like it's been in banks. They going after the banks and stuff like that, and I knew in my heart that I was gonna do something one day, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't have the patience to wait 2 years. You know how you know how fast time go past, and I couldn't wait 2 years. I spent like maybe what, 2 million of them back then. There was like a tenth of a cent. There was like a tenth of a cent. So I maybe spent $200, $400, and I could have made 8 million.
The pain, guys, can be just as real as the FOMO. So take it from Crypto Parker, and here's another thing he has to say.
Patience go a long way. Patience go like a real long way in crypto. You can get the fast money, okay? Say for instance, right, you buy something for $100 and then go up to $300, $400, okay, you're like, oh, I made some money. I'm selling all of it. Never sell all of it.
Never sell all of it, guys. You heard it from Crypto Parker, who's been in this space since 2015. Never sell all of it. That's why I have a plan. That's why I'm going to link this in the description of the video. It is a spreadsheet, an Excel spreadsheet. You guys can input your cryptocurrencies here, and it'll give you a basic idea based on your targets and how much percentage-wise you would make if you cashed out at those targets. I will also link Crypto Parker's video here in the description. Never sell all of it, guys. We're still in for an exciting ride. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm giving away 2 ledgers, a Nano S and an X, but you have to be subscribed. We have to reach 70,000 by March 31st. And like the video if you like the content I'm providing. A like goes a long way, guys. You just have to click that thumbs up. Comment down in the comment section. I love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.